What's up everyone, my name is Enzo and today we're going to talk about the patch note they released on Season 4. Warzone Season 4 just dropped today and I streamed it at 5 AM in the morning. I woke up early, tried to stream it all and I'm angry. I'm actually so annoyed at the way they did this. So I'm gonna go through the patch note and I'm gonna say like how I felt on playing the first 2 hours. I haven't gotten in detail. This is my first thought of the new Season 4. Firstly, I do have to say I appreciate all the hard work of Warzone Raven's been putting in, and the battle pass actually look pretty good. This season I think the battle pass added a lot more operators. The skins on there of the weapon skins are look decent. I like most of them. I'm pretty hype about this. I'm going to grind for a lot of them cameras. I've really enjoyed them. However, the patch note, the buffs, the nerf they did, it just doesn't really make sense. 124 Hz on PS5, let's go. I hope you all appreciate it. Like, this can be lit for you guys. For all PC players, the FPS glitch is back. So if you quit a game or you leave a game early, anything like this, right, you back out of a game, you go to the main menu, your FPS going to drop to 30 FPS. I got that multiple times during the stream. That just annoyed me. So I was really annoyed because every single time I needed to pick up a subscriber, a viewer to play with me, or anything like this, I'd have to restart my game. So it's ages. I got disconnected a lot. They fixed a lot of bugs. I'm not really interested about all the bug fixes. The gameplays that I did, like a mini royale for Verdansk, which is not the greatest. I got put like the circles they put it in is a bit weird. Like I got put in a circle where it was literally in the middle of nowhere, bro. We barely had any places to loot, and everyone had to rotate with like no houses, nothing. Like, but these are the weapon balancing. The AMAX got nerfed. I'm sorry for all the people who love the AMAX and like actually think the AMAX is good. It's a great gun. It's actually a great gun. However, it's still kind of too OP. The AMAX being the top #1 AR for a very long time. So I understand why they keep nerfing the AMAX. And to be fair, they haven't nerfed it that good, that badly. It's still pretty good. The damage multiplier on it is decreased from 1.2 to 1.1. Not huge, again, but you will feel a little bit of a difference. The Groza got buffed. Groza, minimal damage increased by 18 to 23. Dope. Upper torso multiplier from 1.1 to 1.2. Fair enough. Lower torso multiplier increased by 1 to 1.1. Maximum damage range decreased by 12%. Remember, the Groza, why the Groza was so disgusting is because he didn't have any drop off. So now they kind of made a little bit of a decrease of drop off. However, is a bit stronger on closer range, medium range and stuff like that. So that's what we want. This is good. I wanted the Groza to increase a little bit more to make it a bit more sexy and kind of be a better gun, right? Assault rifle, the Scar. I'm not too sure why they're buffing the Scar. It's not the greatest gun. It's never been a good gun, but fair enough. I like the fact they're thinking about Modern Warfare guns. Neck damage multiplier increased by 1 increased from 1 to 1.5. Dope. Upper torso damage multiplier increased from 1 to 1.2. I will probably do a top 10 class setup loadout in next following videos. So if you want to check that out, I will suggest you to subscribe, like, comments and stuff like that. It helped me with the algorithm. XM4. Neck multiplier increased from a 1 to a 1.5. Dope. XM4 was already pretty good. I'm not too sure why they're buffing it again, but it's good. M63, huge disappointment when it came out, so I understand why they're buffing it. Maximum damage increased from 30 to 33. Fair enough. Secondary damage increased by 14%. 0.3. Great. Obviously jgod video is going to jgod is going to test all them guns again. Upper torso damage multiplier increased from a 1 to a 1.1. Extremity damage multiplier increased from a 0.9 to a 1. Health multiplier decreased from 1.4 to a 1.3. This is a reasonable buff we needed for an M63 because it was just a terrible gun. I didn't even bother unlocking it at the end. I was trying to unlock it, and I think I need one more kills to get the challenge. But it never thought like it'll be good enough. A ballistic knife, I'm not really a fan of ballistic knife, but I'm sure like these knife only YouTubers and stuff like that will enjoy this. But projectile velocity increased by 25%. Dope, because it was pretty shit. Neck damage multiplier increased by 1 to 1.3. Dope. Upper torso damage multiplier increased by 1 to 1.23. Movement speed increased from 1.3. Alright, this is where we get into the nitty-gritty, right? We are here. Street Sweeper got nerfed. Let's go. Let's go. This is something we wanted. Maximum damage range decreased by 24%. Finally, please. Second damage range decreased by 18% and third damage range decreased by 7%. Movement speed decreased by 1%. I definitely think it should be a lot slower. I don't think you should move around a lot that quick with the switch sweeper, so it should be like decreased by 10% really. But I'm glad they decreased how powerful it is. It's still pretty powerful. I died from someone who killed me with it, and he's still really powerful with it. Sniper rifle Charlie is the M82, I believe. So bullet velocity increased by 7.7, upper torso 1.1 to a 1.25, lower torso more damage multiplier increased from a 1 to a 1.15. Dope. Swiss base optic for sure improve. Okay, the Swiss always been good. It's still really good. You can still snipe out your man with it. Submachine gun alpha MW. Oh, okay, they increased the AUG on Modern Warfare AUG. Nobody used that thing because it's really bad, to be honest, right? Upper torso damage multiplier increased from 1 to 1.1, and damage range increased by 10%. I don't know if that's enough because it's not the greatest, but we're going to test it out and we're going to play with it and probably make a video on it. The Bullfrog iron sight ADS position adjusted. Yes, some of them the iron sight was broken, so that was annoying. KSP maximum damage range increased by 16.6%, and extremity multipliers increased by 0.9 to 1.1. The KSP is actually not that bad. I used it. The fire rate is a bit slow, but I didn't have the good attachment on it, so it could be a potential good SMG to use. Milano, very surprised. Maximum damage increased by 34 to 36. Minimum damage increased by 25 to 30. Maximum damage range increased by 23%, and upper torso increased from 1 to 1.2. So basically what they're saying, right, the Milano is pretty good. It's actually now I think it can start competing like short range. And what's great about the Milano, it does not have any recoil on it, so you can move really fast. You got great mobility, and it doesn't have any like range. So if you got good accuracy, Milano could be competing with you. So that's the Bison right there. Max damage increased from a 34 to a 35, and extreme damage multiplied from a 0.9 to a 1. I don't think that's good enough for the Bison. I don't actually think the Bison actually that great. But this is the DMR, right? Recoil magnitude decreased. I don't know for you, chat, but guys, I died multiple times by the DMR, and when I'm telling you the DMR could bring back the DMR zone, is insane. If you got if you are good at aiming, the DMR, you can build a DMR with no recoil whatsoever and it hit like a truck. What I mean, it can compete. It can definitely. That's from my experience, from what I died to. I'm going to show a few clips when I die against the DMR, and I die extremely quick. Also, the nail gun, insane. Another great gun. It's probably the best SMG close range to use. It's definitely worth using it. To be honest, right, in my personal opinion, I got annoyed on stream because of how bad the weapon balancing is right now. I just feel like the point of season 3 was to increase the TTK, and now with certain guns that it buffed, it have decreased the TTK again. And I don't know, guys, I don't know about season 4. It's actually making me want to not even play Warzone anymore. I'm actually thinking about changing to a completely different game, and I hope Battlefield 2042 is going to be the game I probably would change to, because if Battlefield drop a sick battle royale and a really good game, that's definitely where I would go, because Warzone at the moment it's kind of really up and down, lack of content. You get boring pretty quick. I don't know how you feel, but this is how we feel. But if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a sub. I'm gonna do some loadout videos probably in the next couple of days, try and level up all the guns. I hope that everyone's happy about it. Have a good one. Peace out. It's war bangable.